Hello, this is David, the Backyard Ufologist, getting carried away here before we even get on mic. Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome, and I would like for you to subscribe, like, share, give a thumbs up, and most of all, be sure to comment and take part in what we are doing and what we are seeing. Hopefully, you can see some of the stuff, and you see stuff that I don't see. I see stuff that you don't see. And just come in and tell us what you think about it in the comments below. We do appreciate it very much. Be on lookout for the guardian angel, the winged one, the winged entity that flies around almost every time now, really wanting to be on camera and flies right straight towards it. So it's really cool. It's really cool. And I'd like to say hello to a new friend, a new subscriber, Ghostman Rains. It's Marc Anthony Rains, and he has a radio station, podcast he wants me to be a guest on. So I'm going to be doing that maybe here in a few weeks from now, probably. We haven't really set a time, but we're talking about it. So that's pretty cool. Ghostman Rains, he's on Facebook, so make sure you go and see him. And all of my friends that's on Twitter right now, 303 Paranormal TV, Patricia Bauer, Beyond the Veil Investigations, Haley, Western Wisconsin Paranormal, Crystal Calls, Holmes P17, thank you for the shout out there. Call me Mr. J, thank you for the shout out. Also, man, you guys are just great. I'm giving it back to you. Let's see, JBD Camo Man 73. All right, man. Holly's Lore, hello Holly, and Timothy Tim Badrick. You see Tim all the time. He never sleeps. He's always on Twitter here. We got some great evidence, good pictures, and he's inspired me to do some of the things he's doing. I always have one or two pictures, that I do in my show now because of him, and we're catching all kind of different stuff. And thank you for the shout out too there, Tim. Rachel Rodriguez, Ghost Hunt Down. Clown's Paranormal Adventures. Hello, Clown. I'll be seeing you soon on your stream. I've just been so dang busy. I guess you thought I had faded away, but we've been talking on comments, so you know I'm all right and I'm around. Show Me the Light, Paranormal, Christian and Anthony from Australia. G'day. I like saying that. They're really good guys. They should be called, let's change their name to the Awesome Brothers. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, they are awesome, and they're really, really down-to-earth, cool people, and great, serious light workers. I really enjoy talking with them. They're really cool people. Okay, let's see who else we got. Patty, Kelly Angelo, AK Explorations, Hensley Paranormal, Kelly Angelo, Diane Richmond, Mysteries of the Paranormal, Ripley's Ghostly Adventures, What the Paranormal? I like the mother-daughter team, and that's very rare, and they get along so good. They're like sisters. That's really cool. Salem VA Paranormal, GhostQuest.net, Sarah Ferguson, A British Muffin, yes. Super Knight PTV. Hello, Super Knight. He's a gamer, man. You got to go check him out. Jane, and it keeps repeating itself. The same people and are having a long conversation. I have more shout outs in my description box below, and also how to make a donation. I have a Patreon account and PayPal. If you would like to be a monthly Patreon, you can do that, or a one-time donation, you can do that also. Hello to Dr. Debro Cherry, my first monthly Patreon, and I do appreciate you, Doctor. So let's see what else is going on. We're still quarantined. I'm able to go and walk the trail on the Hammonasset Beach. They have a nature trail. It's 3 miles. And I've been able to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with everything. Okay, here's our first picture. And you can see right here there's some activity going on in the portal right here. Look at this. I didn't really see this until I got it dark in here. I need to do that more often. There's something coming up out of the ground here. This is where the portal is, and this is the IR camera. So you can see there's something. There's two eyes, nose, and a mouth there, and there's two eyes, nose, and a mouth there. It looks like a cat. It's always the feline beings. That's really cool. Feline beings are always protectors. And a little light right there. You know, I said this was either pixies, elementals, or little ships. It looks like a little fairy to me right there. Isn't that something? It's in the fairy circle, little lights all around. We have for our landmarks, we have the chair, we have the bird feeder, and the chimes. And you can see the big quartz boulder right there. We have a lot of those. Well, this was really cool right here. It came up. You know, I tell you, I went out there and I was meditating. I said, I'd like to see my guardian angel if it's all possible. I did a clearing. I used 1 John 4:1-4. And, you know something? This came up. And there's a cross. So I don't know. It looks like a cross to me. So it could be. And another one came up, so we're going to say, well, let's see if it's this one or that one. I don't know, but you got something right here, and it's just not all the way in this reality. But you can see there's a person here, two eyes, nose, and a mouth, and you see the body. But you see what happens here. I'm going to tell you, you see these little circles that go around? I believe these are dimensions, and we are in the third dimension, so we're coming into the fourth dimension, then you have the fifth dimension, and so on. So right here, I said, well, you know, it looked like scales at first, the scales of justice. Justice is blind. But anyway, this looks like a cross, and it's kind of tilted, so I don't know. And it was Sunday. It was Easter. So that really, you know, I think this was my guardian angel showing me some symbols. And you can see right here, there's like a hat and somebody's wearing it right there, and two eyes and a big nose there and a mouth. It's just all kind of entities in here. And like I was saying, I believe it's just entities, overlapping entities. Okay, I can see this one a little bit better now. Here's a nose. This looks like a mustache. And it looks like he may have suspenders on or something, some kind of shirt or suspenders or a seat belt right there. And there's something on his head right there. You see that? It takes me a minute, but I can tune it in. And I did see it earlier. And I go, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So, you know, something, I kind of watch them with you, you know, because the same thing happens. And if you can look right down here, this looks like a person right here and a person. And look at this guy. He looks like he's wearing a tie. Do you see this? Let's see if I can get it any closer. I can't get it any closer. I'm going to have to get a new viewer where I can bring it in really close. But still, it really don't help that much. Every once in a while it will. But you see this guy right here? You can barely see his face. You see his hair or ears or whatever it is there. And then maybe a beard, his neck, and then he's got a tie on. Now, this could be a ghost because there's a cemetery not too far from here, and some of those ghosts do come through here along with dimensional travelers, extraterrestrials. I see extraterrestrials a lot. I see a lot of things. There's like an energy area here. It's called the Hammonasset Ley Line, and it's just wow. It's crazy. And if you want to see some of those ley lines on the ancient maps, Graham Hancock has some that he put up on the internet years ago, and they're crude. You can't bring them up, you know, and see them. They have to be small to look at them, and it really is a nuisance to do that. It's annoying, and I have wrote him several times, and you know, he's a big celebrity, you know, goes to the pyramids and everything, and he did all that stuff about UFOs and ayahuasca. He did that in the jungle with the shaman, and you know, he had a good time. And he's old now, you know. I don't know. He writes books, but he will not return any email. So I really would like to talk to him about the Hammonasset Ley Line. If you hear this, Graham, please, you see my information is in the description box, my email, and please contact me where we can hook up, and I'd love to put you on the air with me, that's for sure. Okay, this looks like a dog here. Okay, I know I'm staying too long on this, so you can just look at it and do a screenshot and check it out yourself, okay? But that is really cool. I could sit here and talk about these with everybody all day long and into the night. Here's another one. Look at all of the activity out there this weekend, Easter weekend. And these were really bright, and I turned down the light a little bit. I always adjust the brightness and the contrast. And these little things right in here like this, they're so bright. It's like plasma, some kind of energy, and have to kind of tone it down where we can see what's in here. Like right here. See this guy, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. And then there's something right here. Looks like 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. I don't know. It's kind of stuck in between the dimensions, it looks like right there. And there's a little something right there. Looks like a cat. Let's see. What else was it? And see, in the middle, it's always someone in the middle. Eye here, nose. And you can even see his teeth right there. You see that? Isn't that something? Okay. All right. Now, the one above it's not all the way into this reality. I think it was coming in. 2 eyes, nose. You see the nostrils, and then you see the teeth right there. And he's driving or riding in the Merkaba right there. And here's another guy right there, entity. And another one that looks like some kind of symbol right there. I've seen this painted on walls right there. You see that? And in caves on TV, Yeah. I see a lot of that. I see a lot of ancient writing and symbols sometime, and I've showed it to you. If you watch my videos, you know that. There's another, I've been ignoring these, but, maybe we are the giants, Little ship right there, or elemental, who knows. And there's somebody looking out a window right there. I do believe that. I really believe that. And then look at here. Now, look at this. This looks like a girl, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth, and you can see her face right there. The divine feminine. That's what I call them. Okay. And then you see symbols and all kind of different things. Faces in that one. Let's look at this one right here. Now, see, that looks like symbols right there. I don't know. Some of you tarot card readers and rune witches, some of your Wiccan can probably tell me about that. And this IR camera is so cool. It catches all kind of different stuff. Now, this looks like a feline being. The ear here, 2 eyes, nose, and a half smile right there. You see that? You see that? Isn't that cool? And then you got one right below there. They're all peeking through. Isn't that cool? And let's see down here. Now, if you turn this one about 15 degrees to the right, you can see that's probably something standing there, some kind of entity, human-looking entity. And those are not all the way in. This is down on the portal right here. And I really don't know what this is, but you tell me what you think it is. I see these things, and sometimes it looks like they're kind of blotted out for some reason, like they want to be blotted out. I don't know. And you see this one right here, this down here, this is something coming up out of the portal, and that looks like a cloaked being right there, and holding a cross or a sickle or something there he's holding. You can see it right there, as pretty as you please. And, some people will argue with that. Hey, you can believe what you want to believe. I'm just telling you what I think I see, because I see so many things out there. It could be some of it is pareidolia. I'm not going to, argue with you on that. I'm just showing you what I see. And with these IR cameras, we see stuff. It's just proven. But yeah, I get excited because I see all these faces and things and entities that are out there. Now look at this. Look how big this thing is. Now this is something right here. You can see so many things in here. I'm just going to leave it right there, let you look at it. You can screen shoot it there, and maybe you can just look at it as long as you want to. How about that? And then that's what I'm talking about right here. Now this is a dog. This is a dog. It's probably an orb, and it's not all the way in this reality, but there's like 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. Do you not see the dog right there and all the faces right there? Now, over here to the left, I guess it's like the 3rd or 4th fairy circle that my wife has made. They're a lot smaller than this one. This is the biggest one. They used to have a big pen where they had dogs in it, lots of dogs. I think it could be some of the dog spirits, you know what I mean, that lived here. It could be, I don't know. but that's just what I'm saying. That's what I think. Okay, coming around the corner here on the Hammonasset Ley Line, you go this way south to the water to the Long Island Sound, and this way is north towards Providence, Rhode Island, and all that. Okay, we have a lot of UFOs that come over in the sky, and we're going to be catching a lot of those coming up here very soon. The next couple of months, we're going to be out there on the deck, and we're going to start taking, we're even going to go live, and we're going to show you what comes over our house. It's really cool. We have the nuts and bolts, but we do have a lot of the spiritual dimensional ships too, and we ask them to come. Now, if you see, there's someone right here in the middle, and it was close, and that's why I'm seeing it so good. See right here, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right here. And then you have one behind it. It's just dimensions, overlapping dimensions, and another dog right there. You see that? And you see all these faces and people. This is a wolf right here. See the eye, and the snout right there, the nose, the ear right there. Yeah, isn't that cool? All kind. Now, it's not a bug. It's not moisture. Give me a break here on that. These are spirits. Now, I'll argue with you on that one. You see this one right here? It's got some horns or ears right there and a triangle face. You can see that very easy. I don't know, but it looks like 2 eyes right there, a nose and a mouth, and it looks like it's got a hat or something on. The ears coming up. That looks like a cat. The feline beings are here. And this is weird. I remember this. It's like 2 eyes or 2 cylinders and something coming down right there. Some kind of monstrosity, that's for sure. And now you can see this, I know. You see this guy right here? It looks like he's riding in a Merkaba, within a Merkaba right there. You see that? Isn't that cool? And a lot of cool catches this time. Okay, there's an eye here, nose. See the ears right there? And then there's something that's behind there, but he's in front of this, so that's just the way it ended up. But you can see that really easy. Now, this is a good catch. Had a lot of energy. You can see these lines going around in circles. You can see this right here, and I'm going to show it to you here in just a second. That was bright, wasn't it? And then we have another bright one right here. And you can see 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. You can see it. Yep. And then you can see one right here, barely. And another one of those elementals. And down here on the portal. Now there's an eye here, nose, mouth. See the ears? That looks like some kind of canine being right there. Easy. Yep. Okay. Now let's move on to where now that's what it really looked like right there. It's really dark, but this is really bright, so I had to turn it down just a little bit more where we could see it right there. All that plasma, man, it's really bright. See, you can see the circles now a lot better. See right there how they go? But I was looking at this and looking at it, and I'm going, what is this right here? Okay, there's an eye here, an eye here, and the nose comes out here, and here's the mouth. See the mouth right there? And it's like in a suit or a space suit or something. See it right here? The neck goes in right here, and then you can't really see anything else. There's something behind him right there. I don't know if that's part of the suit or what. And then it looks like something's coming out of his mouth right there. It looks like, or it's a forked tongue, a big forked tongue. I don't think that's what that is, but it could be. So that's what I saw on this one. Now, I don't know if you agree with that or not. Tell me what you think. Okay? All righty. And then the other one that was really bright that was under there. Look what was inside that. Look, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. You see the whiskers coming off? It's some kind of animal, human. It could be some kind of, I'm not going to say hybrid. I think it's like extraterrestrial or another dimensional being that's probably very intelligent. And that's just the way they look. And I see a tiger eye here. Can't really see the other eye. It's right there. But the nose and the mouth right there. You see it? Right in here? Yeah, that's a feline being right there. When we ask the feline beings to come here, they're protectors. And I've told that story several times. I'm not going to keep repeating myself on that. But each city ranch, they appear there, in full form. It's wild. You ought to hear James Gillian talk about it, and he's got some pictures too. It's really cool. And you see the elementals all flying around here, and we got one big one here that we captured, and you can see there is an eye here, nose, and a mouth, and he's smiling. Got something in his head right here. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a hat or a helmet or something. It's something that he's wearing on top of his head right there. And oh wow, I didn't even get that one in the frame really good, but there was another big one right there. You can see. And I really don't see anything right off the bat, but there's entities in there. Yeah, I see them. Yeah, you can see these entities. They're easy to see for sure. And then there's a little bright one right there. And can't really make it out, but you can see it's a lot of activity. Move on here. And this is one coming around the corner of the house there. As you can see, it's pretty as you please. Okay, tell me what you see there. Do you see it? I see it right here. 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. And this is the head right here, and it comes down. It looks like he's standing right there. You see that? Yeah, isn't that cool? It's crazy stuff right there. And here's one that's really transparent. 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. Looks like to me. There's 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. You see all of these entities right here? There's just so many of them right there. Look at that. There's a face, really easy to see. But you see what's going on out there. A lot of energy, lots of energy. Now, this is the big pine tree. Of course, it's about 100 feet up in the backyard. And man, look at this bright light or whatever it is in there. And I'm going to show you this. I cut it down a little bit in the next picture. But you see, it looks like it's swirling right there. And there's something there. It looks like somebody is standing on a ledge of a mountain right there. And this could be some kind of cloud or some kind of entity coming up after him. And it looks like an upside down guitar right there almost. Okay, we saw that. Now let's look at this one. And do you see an entity in this one? 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. You see an ear there. That looks like it's some kind of feline. And here's another orb. It's way out there, and it's really hard to see, but I see eye here, nose, the mouth. You see the ears right there. That could be a dog. It could be a cat. Here's a woman here. You see her hair coming down. You see her face right there. And we have a lot of feminine here also, and that's really cool. Like the divine feminine. So let's go ahead and look at this one that I darkened it. That's what it looks like darkened. It's really dark out there, and sometimes you can't even see these orbs until you bring up the brightness and the contrast. Okay, let's take a look at this. Now you can see this a little bit better. This looks like it could be some kind of entity right here. What kind? I have no idea, but it looks like it's spiritual. It looks like there's a face down here also, if you look at that. I don't know what this is down here, but it's part of it. But you can see this is a entity standing on a ledge, it looks like to me. So that's about as good as I could get it on that. But it does look like that. So to me, anyway, I don't know. And here's the one I was telling you about when I asked my guardian angel to come. This was the second picture that I took when I asked that, and I want you to check this out. Now, I had to really calm it down a little bit because you see all this right here and here, all these little things right here. It's some kind of plasma, some kind of energy that just makes it so bright you can't even see it. It's just so bright. And then we got another one of those little elementals right there by it, and there's one right there. It's a different color. Okay, I said, all right, well, what is it? And then I'll look right here and see the guy right here, the master, or either it's the guardian angel. 2 eyes, nose, and the mouth, and the big beard right here, and here's his hair. You see it right there? Yes. And then here's an entity right here. 2 eyes, nose, and I can't really see his mouth unless that's it right there. This looks like hair right here. And then you have another one looking through the portal here, the opening in the Merkaba. I don't know, it's some kind of doorway, I think. It seems like it's could be an insectoid, you know. And then you have a guy standing right here. You see his head and his neck, his chest, his legs right there, his arms going down. Yeah, that's it. That's really cool right there. And you can see all kind of different things in here, as always, right? Alrighty, let's move on. And here it is. I brightened it up just a little bit. Now, these are my landmarks. See, that's the wind chimes. There's the chair. Kind of lets me know where I am in this area right here exactly. And you got the little elementals flying around. Now, you see it better now? 2 eyes, nose, a mouth, the big beard and the hair. See it right there? And then here's that insectoid. I think that's what that is. 2 eyes, the antennae coming up right there. And then here's another one right here. 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. And this could be hair or the doorway and the little antennas or ears coming off there. There's one right here. There's a little something right here. This looks like some kind of an animal or something. I don't know. Could be. And then if you look down here, this looks like a cat, like a tiger or a mountain lion. See it right here? There's a feline. Eye here. Here's his nose, mouth, and 2 ears right there, and he's poking out of some kind of doorway right there. You see that? If you just keep looking, you see all kind of different stuff in this one. Now, I see this X a lot right here with the little knobs on it. And that looks like an eyeball right there, doesn't it? All kind of different stuff. So I'll let you look at it yourself, and you can tell me what you think it is. Now, this is the pine tree, again, in the backyard. And there's another thing that's sticking out right there, but you see the eye here, nose, mouth, and the big ears right there. I don't know what that is, but he's got some kind of suit or something on there. I don't know. What is that? What do you think that is right there? And then in the middle, I see a nose, and then the mouth right here, and an eye here. It's kind of covered up. That's some kind of feline being. There's a person right here, or E.T., dimensional traveler. Eye here, nose. We've got them all here, folks. There's an eye here. It looks like a fox. That looks like a duck. 2 eyes and the bill right there, doesn't it? It does to me. All kind of different stuff. There you go. And then there's an entity here with 2 eyes and a nose and a mouth. It looks like a dog right there to me. Surely does. And let's look at the one way on top here. And it looks like eye here, nose, and a mouth right there. I don't know. It looks like an upside down heart. And that looks like a keyhole right there, doesn't it? I know I'm stretching it there. But you can see eye here, nose, and a mouth. And then there's an eye, nose, and a mouth right there. So you can really see that if you look real closely. And here's one in the tree. Isn't that something? Eye here, nose, and the mouth. You can see it right there, pretty as you please. And there's something going on here. It's all kind of different entities in that one. And there's some kind of thing here. It looks like it's got 2 arms, another 2 arms over here, 4 arms. You see the head there and the body. Or it could be wings, I don't know. But it is something a little different right there. That is for sure. And let's see about this one right here. And that looks like some kind of symbol right there. We saw that one earlier. That's so cool. It's really cool. In my backyard, folks. Now, this one was on the move. And you can see all the other little entities. That's not all the way in this reality, but you can see something standing up right here. Something looks like to me. Okay, so I had to cut it down as much as I could, and you can see it's on the move, so you can't even see the pine tree anymore. So let me bring this as close as I can. Oh, that's really cool. And you can see it took off when I took the picture, and I caught it while it was taking off, and this is just its reflection, I guess. And I really don't know if I see anything or not. I said, well, maybe this is an eye, nose, and a mouth right there, and there's this beard. I don't know, but that's what it ended up looking like right there. It does kind of look like a person right there, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth there. Now, this was in daybreak, and that's the moon. It's a half moon now. And I was talking about Tim Badrick that takes pictures like this, and you see all kind of different things in the trees with your IR camera. So this is what I did. I like I always do. I'll take 1 or 2 pictures and put in my show these days. Let's see. You see, here's one right here. Is this the one? Yeah, I think this is it right here. Now, this looks like an Indian to me. Now, you can see there's something around the neck right there. You see the eye right there, the nose and the mouth, and the braided hair ponytails coming down right there. You see it? You see it? And it almost looks like a cat face too, doesn't it? And then you see on top of his head, there's a guy standing. You see it with his arms out? And then you have something right here. And then you have an entity here. See the eye, nose. Then you have an entity here. Looks like a skeleton head. You see somebody standing right there. Look at this one. Eye, and the mouth right there. See the skull head right there. All kind of different entities in the tree. And people are going to say, well, David, that's pareidolia. Well, okay, if that's what you believe, that's fine. But, I'm seeing entities in here. See this guy right here? 2 eyes, nose, the mustache, the ears right there. We saw the big Pharaoh statue that was out there a couple of videos before last. Do you remember that? Now look at this. This looks like Wolfman almost. See the ears right there? 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. There's just so many things in here. And if you would like just to keep looking at it yourself, I'll leave it right there, and you can do a screenshot, and you can see all these things yourself. You see eye here, nose, and a mouth. Yeah, here it is. Okay, got to tune into it again. Ear, eye, nose, mouth, and you see the whiskers right there. It's really hard to see because there's something in front of this one also. So it's like overlapping dimensions, like I say. And then you can see the entities in this one. See the 2 eyes, nose, and the mouth there, and the ears. And that looks like the body right there, the arms or something coming down. Looks like an animal, but human too. And then here's one right here. This looks like 2 of them, 2 people right here. And this one traveling. And you can see a lot of things. That's for sure. Now here's one in back. This looks like a fairy to me flying right here. Wing here, here's your body and all the energy around it right there. Eye, and a nose. It's just hard to see, but I do try to dissect it for you. And one right here is not all the way into the frame. Kind of messed up right there, missing it. But you can see 2 eyes there, nose, and a mouth. See it right there? And then one right here, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right here in his head. Oh, at least I get to see the 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. Just with that right there, you see all of these entities. That's cool. Now let's see what's on the side of the car right there. Now I don't know what this is. It's not scratch marks. That's something that's flying around my wife's car right there. So I don't know what it is. It could be reflections, but it's not scratched or anything. I don't know. We'll have to take a look at that. And there's an entity in that one. You see the little green right there. I wish I could bring that up. And when I do bring it up, closer, it just seems to be pixelized anyway, but you can really see it sometime. But look at this face right here. See, that's a nose, eye, and a mouth right there. You see that right there? And there's a little something in this orb right here. Looks like a person that's in it. And you see the eyes, nose, and the mouth right there. It's all kind of different stuff out there. Okay. And that's it for today. And I'm sorry to be so long, but I had a lot of pictures I wanted to show you. Not even half the ones I wanted to show you, but we'd be here all day if I did that. But I'll have another show in a couple of days. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the show. That was it. So I appreciate it very much. Make sure you subscribe, like, give a thumbs up, and most of all, make sure you comment and tell us what you think you see in some of these orbs and in the trees and everywhere. Make sure you do that. I appreciate it. And make sure when I'm on camera that you look around and see if you see that flying entity flying around. I wish you'd fly around and just kind of hang out. Maybe that's yet to come. Thank you so much. And wash your hands, wear your mask when you go out. I think the bad part is over. I think we've reached the peak and we're going to be going back down. I don't think life's going to be too much the same as it was. A lot of things are going to be different like it was after 9/11, you know. Things change and we have to change with the times, that's for sure. Long as it's reasonable and constitutional. You know what I mean? We don't want to be unconstitutional. I've been reading and seeing a lot of things. It's an opportunity for people that want power, control, and greed. You know what I mean? That's in power. We have to remember Ephesians 6:12. There is evil and principalities in high places, you know. We do not fight flesh and blood. Keep that in mind. Also, you know people by their fruits. So when you see the rotten fruits, you know who's who there. That's for sure. Use 1 John 4:1-4. Do your clearings. And, you know, I can't stress how important it is to close your portals, close your doors after you're through investigating. Because if you don't, they'll come out and something bad will come out. Something will follow you home too. I'm not trying to, you know, spread fear. It's just a fact that will happen. So be very careful, and that's from experience because I did the same thing. But everything's closed, and that was many years ago in a galaxy far, far away, for sure. Okay, we'll have another show in a couple of days. This is David saying stay safe. I love you. Spread love and light
all over the world, if you can.
I do appreciate you very much, everybody. This is David, the Backyard Ufologist. Bye-bye, everybody.